What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Benjamin Blackburn and I am a real estate investor based out of Houston, Texas. And in this video, we're going to talk about comps, and I'm going to actually show you how to pull comps. We pull comps and we use basically every part of our business runs through Batchleads. We've been using them for about 4 to 5 years now. And yeah, we've used a lot of platforms. There are a lot of similar platforms out there, but through a lot of trial and error and testing, we found that Batchleads has just been the best ultimately for our business and for us personally. And I feel like for others as well, especially when you're getting started, because you have everything in-house, from obviously comping, pulling data, skip tracing. They even have a dialer and SMS texting. That's what we text out of. So everything goes through Batch. So with comping, obviously the main reason for comping is to know the valuation and to get the ARV of a property. Before you go out to the appointment or before you have a real conversation with the seller, because you have to use, you have to have the data before you make an offer. You have to know the ARV before you make an offer, obviously. And you want to use it, in your toolbox for leverage, and credibility when you're talking to these sellers. You don't want to just sound like a regular Joe Schmo who doesn't know their values or, the data behind the neighborhood and the homes there. So you really want to make sure you're on top of it. All the houses that have sold on the street or nearby, and the houses that are sitting. If you're talking to a seller and they're talking about all the action and flippers and everything that's going on in the neighborhood, you can be like, well, actually, after doing a data analysis or running my comps, it looks like there's houses that have been sitting for 2 years, and it's not good. So you can definitely negotiate that, use that as leverage, and get the price lower, hopefully. All right. So also, when running comps, you can look at the finishes, and that'll actually let you know what type of repairs would be needed for a certain property. So if you go into an appointment and you see that it needs quite a bit of repairs, and to get it up to 2023 standards or what other investors are, how much they're rehabbing their property, it's going to take a certain amount of repairs because you saw that while running comps and everything. So that's another reason why it's so crucial, to run your comps. And the last reason is just market analysis. You always want to, wherever you're farming, wherever your local market is or wherever you're wholesaling out of, you want to know the trends of the market. So you want to know how many DOMs, how many days on market houses are sitting for. You want to know obviously the values, the prices, what they're selling for on average. And just the trajectory of sales or the lack of trajectory if it's going downward. You want to know that. So let's go ahead and get to the meat and potatoes, and let's actually run some comps. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. So this is what it looks like inside of Batch. Let me make me bigger so you can see me. This is the dashboard. And you simply go to property search, and let me find it. Actually, we can look at one that we actually own. 6627 Brook Gate. Pull it right here. So it'll pop up right here. You just click on it. And as you can see, all the data is over here, the year built, bedrooms, bathrooms. When running comps, you really want to just look at similar properties. So you want to make sure they're somewhere in the ballpark, 200 or 300 square feet off of square footage, at least, like plus or minus. If it's a 3-bedroom, you want to look at 3 bedrooms. If it has 2 bathrooms, you want to look at 2 bathrooms. If it's a 2-story or 1-story, you want to make it the same. If you have 1-story, obviously look at 1-stories and vice versa. And lot size doesn't matter as much, but it is kind of important. So you want to just be in the realm of things, a couple thousand off plus or minus, and you'll be good for the lot, as in the land. Okay. So we're going to simply click on comparables right here, and let me move me up. Let me get out the way. Oh geez, sorry. Hold on, let me click it again. Go to comparables. And so we're only going to look at sold, okay? Because when you're looking at actives and pendings, that's not, you only want to look at solds, like what people have actually bought property for. When you're doing a market analysis, that's when you can look at pending and actives, just so you can get the trends and everything like I was talking about earlier. But we just want sold. We want the last 6 months. All right, sooner the better. So I like to start at 6 months. Built within 10 years of the subject property. We're going to ignore bedroom and bathrooms because we can always filter that out at the bottom. Locate square footage, 20% plus or minus square footage of the actual property, living space. Located within, I like to start with half a mile, because if you're in a real densely populated area, half a mile should get you a good enough amount of data. But of course, if you go out to the more rural sides of town, then yeah, you'll have to broaden your search just so the numbers will come in there. So that's about it. So let's filter. Right, so as you can see, quite a bit pulled up after clicking filter. Yeah, that's a good area, right? That's our property right there. So the closer the better. For instance, like if it pulled comps like from over here, especially across Cypresswood, this is a main street, we wouldn't want to use those at all. We only want nearby comps, and like we did, it's only half a mile. So that's good. I think we have like 14 properties. Already I can tell there's some, or just one so far. See this $50,000 one? We don't want to use that one because obviously, I mean, unless somebody got a hell of a deal, but yeah, that's probably just land or the house burned down. Oh, and it automatically, see, that's why I love Batch. It automatically thumbed it down. Let me go through and see if there's any more other ones. 41,000, not going to use that. So Batch runs off of thumbs, either yay or nay. Thumb up is yes, you want to use that as a comparable. Thumbs down if you don't. For the beds, there's a lot of 3s. Here's a 4. So we're not going to use the 4. So I'm going to thumbs down that one. And all the other ones, I mean, they're all within 20% square footage of our subject property, which is right here at 1400. Let's see. I guess I accidentally thumbed that one down, but yeah, so this is a lot of data. So what you're going to do, you're going to go through and thumb up all the ones you want to use. They're all pretty similar. So what I would do, oh yeah, because that was a 4-bedroom, that's why we thumbed it down. So I definitely want to use that one. I want to use all of these actually. Use that one. Use that one. Use that one. That one. That one. And that one. Then let's go to the second page. All 3 2s. Good square footage. Year built. All around the same. We're going to use all of these. And by clicking on these, so I'm telling the system I want to use these, it's going to average out the value through all of those. Okay, so let me go to the first page. And like I said, they're all pretty similar. Remember, when running comps, we're really just getting the gist of things. So we don't have to spend a million hours trying to analyze every single property. I just want to get a ballpark idea. And you know, 14 properties, that's a good amount to get a good, solid, accurate value, you know. So right off the top, I would say that the value and the ARV would be around 219, 220 basically. So with that, that'll allow me to go into an appointment very confident, you know, because I know the actual value, the actual true data. So obviously going into that appointment, we could talk about maximum allowable offer. And this is just ballpark numbers. So I'll do 220 times 70%. So 154. And let's say you think the property needs 20,000 in repairs. So 154 minus 20,000. So now we're at 134. Hopefully y'all can see that. And let's say you want to make $10,000 on there. Okay, 134 minus 10,000. It's 124. So right off the bat, you know, 124, that's the most you're going to pay for the property. Okay. But you don't want to go in there, and when you're making your offer, you don't want to say, okay, I can pay 124. That's my offer. You don't want to do that. You want wiggle room, because obviously, I mean, more than likely the seller's not going to go with your first offer. So for me, what I would do, and whenever you make an offer, is you want to do a range. Okay. But you want to be so low that it's almost disrespectful to the seller. You don't want to disrespect them, but you want to make it to where you cringe when you think of saying that number and when you're saying the number. So for me, honestly, if my maximum allowable offer MAO is 124, I would start in the 70s, 75. So I would be like, okay, Mr. Seller, you know, I appreciate you letting me into your home and everything, show me around. We're buying properties, similar properties similar to yours, for around $75,000. You know, I'm not even sure if that's entertainable for you, but I mean, would something like that work if I could pay cash, cover all the closing costs, and close pretty quick? And then you shut up, okay? And then their reaction will determine what you do next. But obviously you can pay more than 70, 75, you know, you can pay up to 124. So you have a lot of wiggle room, but you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot. Basically, that's what I'm saying by offering 124 from the jump and everything. But yeah, that's what I would do. And that's all from the power of knowing your numbers and running your comps. So before the appointment, I mean, you can always do this as well. Export to a PDF and print it out and take it with you. Or you can email the PDF to you, so you can just open it up there, whatever you want to do. But Batch just gives you the ability to do that, and it's a pretty colorful document as well that you can showcase and everything. But yeah, hopefully that helps. All right, guys, so that's the video. If you like the video, if you want to show some love, definitely like and subscribe. Also, if you want to use Batch and the platform, you can get a free 1,000 it's 1,000 property records now if you do the trial. Check the link below, it's all in there. But yeah, like I said, my main goal is to be able to give you guys as much free, valuable content that you can put to use in your business and in your journey, your wholesaling journey or real estate investing journey. So yeah, hope you like it. Definitely subscribe. Talk to y'all later. Peace.